This can either be a good challenge or it's going to end in a big disaster. So one of you guys actually requested for me to do this challenge, the full face using wet brushes challenge, and I actually saw Makeup by Michael Finch do this video. When he first uploaded it, I was like, wow, I'm never gonna do that, but here I am. I'm gonna do it. So I have a few products in front of me. A lot of these are multitask products because I don't want to ruin my makeup. And so I guess you could say the products in front of me I'm okay with ruining in case they do get ruined. Here's my little cup of water. I'm going to dunk my brushes in and then kind of squeeze it out so that my brushes are not sopping in water. You know, they're still wet, but they're just not going to be dripping. I'm not gonna prime my skin because right now it's currently 11 at night, and so we're just gonna wipe it off right after we do the challenge. So we're just gonna go straight into foundation. So it's only gonna be right if I take a foundation brush first, get it prepped. Yes, squeeze out the water, okay? And then let's get our foundation ready. So I'm gonna take the NYX Total Control foundation and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it straight to my face as normal. This foundation has ruined so many of my good clothes because of the drops. Now, with the wet brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it. This is the Fenty brush. Let's get that. It's definitely sharing out the coverage a lot. And it's really, it's really streaky. I mean, what did I expect, right? I'm looking rough. I'm looking really... We can honestly make this work, you know? We're gonna do another layer of foundation. It just looks so streaky and so patchy. I am not tired, look at that. I just concealed all of my darkness, my brows. I look like a naked mole rat. So we're just gonna go into some cream contour. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it to my face. And then I'm going to blend it out with that wet brush. So I'm actually gonna dunk it in again because I feel like, you know, it got a little dry. Ooh, this is wetter than before. Where did the bronzer go? I just want to know for science, please. I know all of us has had that phase where we applied our makeup in the bathroom and then your brush falls into the sink and then it gets a little wet because you used the sink prior to doing your makeup. Yeah, well, this video is kind of like a lesson learned. Like, this is why you don't use wet brushes when you're doing your makeup, because it can look like this. Maybe it'll look better if I have brows on. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dunk my brow brush in the water. Okay, squeeze off the excess. And then I felt like I would get the best payoff if I used a powder. So I'm gonna take my Sigma Brow Powder Duo. It's not a duo anymore because it broke, so it's now one color because I crushed it up and repaired it. Oh wait, I feel like it's gonna be really dark because I wet it. Not that bad. We're getting somewhere. I just don't know how blended it's going to look. It's really hard to build up the powder because it doesn't have any dry areas to stick to. Okay, I think this is the best that it's going to get. I'm gonna re-dip my brush into the water and then I'm gonna do the next brow. Doesn't look too bad if I say so myself. I don't want to touch my brows anymore because this is as good as it's going to get. They just look very blocky. For eyeshadow, I'm going to use my Real Her Do Your Squats palette. Now, the reason why I chose this is because it's a very cool tone palette, and so I don't really get much use out of it, so why not get use out of it now? So there's really no point in setting my eyelid in place with a base color, so we're just gonna go in with, I guess, a transition. We're gonna take Invincible. Oh, it already ruined the pan. Alright, it's okay. So here's a fun fact. Whenever I do my eyeshadow on camera, the reason why you never see me wet my brushes is because I hate the sensation of wet brushes on my eye. I hate it. There's something about the sensation that makes me like, oh, I can't. So that's why this challenge is definitely a challenge in the eye department. So I'm trying to blend it as good as I can. Jesus, take the wheel, please. Don't know how to drive, so Jesus help me. I'm suffering. This is a challenge. I'm getting really quiet because I really want this to look good. So I'm just really focusing, but I look like I got punched in the face. I think that's the best it's going to look. So I guess to make it look better, we're gonna add some shimmer on the eyes because it's going to distract this muddy mess. So we're gonna take a concealer brush, dip it in water. I see a lot of people do this. Like, this is the one step I know people use, like water or Fix Plus, like when they use shimmery eyeshadow. So in this palette, I think I'm going to take Limitless, which is like a nice rose gold. I guess make a cut crease, a half cut crease. Since water and gel eyeliner don't really mesh, I just thought it would be more appropriate to just use an eyeshadow as winged eyeliner. So that's what I'm going to do. So here's my little pencil brush, just put water on it. We're gonna take the darkest shade in this palette. And then, oh, I need a mirror. And then I'm gonna create a wing. You know, if you're ever in a situation where you feel like your makeup looks like crap, add a wing and call it a day. You know, it makes everything better. All right, and then to make this a little darker, I'm gonna take the Maybelline and Makeup Shayla palette, because I don't really use this palette anymore for some reason. I'm gonna take the black, and I really want to deepen up this eyeliner towards like my lash line because I feel like the brown won't show. And then to kind of erase the extra eyeshadow, we're gonna take that foundation brush. Yikes, this look is a look, let me tell you. Okay, so I'm gonna take that initial transition shade on that same brush that we used for our eyeliner, and I'm gonna line my lower lash line. Yikes. And then to blend it out, I'm gonna use the tip of the brush we used for this transition shade that we used on our top eyelid. And we're gonna try and blend it out. It's still wet, but I just didn't pick any color up. Well, I have the Lancome Monseuir Beige. I'm choosing this because I hate this mascara. Go figure. Bronzer, blush, and highlight is going to be very interesting because you guys know I already did a cream contour, but I want to darken it up just a little bit more. Okay, so I have the Real Her Be Fearless Be Limitless blush palette. We're gonna take like this bronzy color here. You see the color change? Okay. Circular motions I feel like is going to give me the best result. What the hell did I just do? Okay, foundation brush, pat it in the skin. So we're gonna go into highlight. I thought this highlight would be the most appropriate for this look because it is a loose highlight. I mean, it's intact here, but when you swatch it on your finger, it's very loose. And then when you blur it out, it's like a glitter fest, okay, basically. And this is actually my first highlight, the Urban Decay Illuminated Highlight. And so I'm just gonna take it on the edge, you know, take the brush on the edge so I don't ruin the product. Okay. And then I'm going to take this on the cheeks. I look wet. Go figure, I'm using wet brushes. I'm gonna take the concealer brush and take some of that highlight. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, I look awake and I look like I'm ready to party. I don't know, can you, like, who even applies their lipstick with a brush? I just want to know. I just want to know, like, do any of you apply your lipstick with the brush? Should I just apply it like regular, or should I look so cute. Like, no one can really stop me. Should I attempt to add eyelashes and then call it a look? Yeah. There's no words. Let me accumulate some real quick. All right, what are some pros and cons about this look? The shimmers definitely worked really well. I just found that when you're applying any cream products like your foundation or your cream contour, it's going to sheer it out so much if you use a wet brush. I did not use that many powders on my face, but when I did, it was like the bronzer and then the eyeshadow. I just feel like mattes with wet brushes look very muddy and disgusting. But on the other hand, shimmers with wet brushes look amazing despite the nasty texture. I don't like wet brushes on my face, but you know, I'm not mad at it. I honestly, genuinely pictured a lot worse. And I think for doing this for the first time, it's not that bad. Would I wear this out with a few touch-ups? Yes. Like, I would clean up my contour line. I would definitely fill in my brows just a little bit more, and I would probably deepen up my contour just a slight bit. But other than that, I think that this look is pretty wearable. I think I did a good job. What do you guys think? I really want to know your honest opinion. Like, did I really look like a naked mole rat in the beginning of this video? I just want to know. I want to know for science. Be honest. You know, we're here for honesty, for truths. I just want to know, have you guys tried this challenge? Because this was very interesting. This was honestly very interesting. So just let me know. And as always, I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Peace out, Girl Scouts.